Your Local 2 Weather Authority forecast with meteorologist John Mayer.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are continuing to track those storms that we saw overnight last night into this morning, but most of that activity now well off to our east. It's moved through Abilene, moved through San Angelo. Now it's heading towards Dallas-Fort Worth, but really not seeing too much stronger development with this. This did lead to some severe thunderstorm warnings here in the basin, but not so much anymore. Now that we're overnight, we're not really seeing quite as much energy out there, and so those storms are starting to calm down for us. And even that cloud cover that we saw early on is beginning to make its way off to the east, giving us a chance for some clearer skies and some sunshine in the forecast before long. Now, the question is, how long before we see our next chance at storms? Well, it's coming a little bit sooner than you might expect. This afternoon into the evening hours, that's when we see line of storms developing into the eastern basin and down along I-10 into Terrell County. That's where we're going to see a chance for some of those storms out there, and could see some of those go severe. I don't think we're going to see a lot of widespread severe activity, but can't rule out an individual severe thunderstorm warning or two coming from this event. We are still included in that marginal to slight risk area as issued by the Storm Prediction Center, and with that cold front that moved through, that's going to continue to give us a chance for a little bit more activity. But one other thing that brings is, well, some cooler air, of course, and that's what we're going to see settling in by this afternoon. A terrific change of pace for us. Gone are those triple-digit highs. Instead, we're going to start to feel temperatures a little bit more seasonal out there. Now, we are looking at a lot of moisture still setting up across the basin. Dew points in the 50s and 60s. Very humid start to the day, but just off to the west, completely different story. That's where we're seeing a lot of dry air, and it's that dry air that's going to push across the viewing area throughout the rest of the day, dragging that dry line with it, and it should be setting up just into the eastern basin. That's what'll give us that chance for some of those storms later on. Slight chance for severe weather in our forecast, but otherwise, the big story is really going to be those temperatures starting in the 70s and cranking up into the 90s by this afternoon. Still a hot one, but not quite as bad as what we've seen over the past few days. We are going to look at a slight chance for some of that severe weather into the eastern basin. Still dealing with a fire weather warning out to our west and even into Andrews and Gaines County, but thankfully cooler air next few days down to lower 90s by the end of the work week, seeing a chance for 80s by the end of the weekend, and a couple of storms could be in the forecast Sunday, Monday, even into Tuesday and Wednesday. At least Saturday, though, looking really nice for our forecast.
Now,